Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is March 3rd, and this is What Elon Said with Kevin and Mark, where we dive into everything that Elon said on Twitter and in his interviews. So here we're going through his likes in the past 24 hours, and the first one up is we have Bill Lee showing a sweat sign about this tweet from exec sum that's saying Elon Musk with the fattest ratio on President Biden. And here we see that Elon's tweet in response to Joe Biden's communication about Ford and GM building jobs and investing in electric vehicles has like 6 times the amount of likes and retweets.
You're right. Look at
that. As Joe Biden's does. Well, Elon's reply there.
It does tell you something.
It really does. Yeah. I don't know if it just tells you about who the audience is on Twitter, but
that is true.
I don't know. You know, and Bill Lee says the irony here is that Elon Musk could easily be an ally if POTUS just read the room. Ignoring Tesla disrespects the efforts of so many hardworking Americans. Why do it? I think it's a fair and valid question. Why?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Repeatedly. I mean, he's obviously knows this is going on, and he went out of the way at the speed. When he was saying it, I couldn't believe. I was just waiting. He said, all right, Ford, all right, he's got GM. And then I was like, right now, you know, after the last month, he must mention Tesla. Why wouldn't he? Yeah. Especially since the whole space program is dependent on SpaceX. Why wouldn't he mention Tesla?
Right.
But nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard rumors that, you know, maybe goes back to him not getting a Tesla when he asked for one, I guess.
Did he? I
don't know. But the whole thing is just odd and kind of discomforting and leads to some skepticism, I'd say, or head scratching just about the administration altogether, which I don't think is helping him at all in his
no
you know, his
as Billy said, he's not reading the room. So yeah
and there's more to come on this, but we'll move in chronological order here. So
we'll move on to some entertaining things here. So Pranay Pathol commented that an observation that the weight on the moon versus weight on the earth, little calculator. If you have if you're 420 pounds or have 420 pounds on the moon, that equates to 69 pounds on Earth. It's interesting. And then someone commented that this is proof that we are living in a simulation.
Simulation.
Yes.
I felt that proof this morning. I had a crazy design of like ice on my windshield this morning. I just like, it looked, I mean, even the kids were like blown away. It looked like someone used a paintbrush and painted the ice onto it. Just fascinating design. And I think 420 and 69 are like Elon's like Fibonacci numbers.
Yes.
Just continue to come back to him
over and over
in one way or another. But
it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And then someone, of course, did the technical response saying, well, your mass is that but on the moon, but your weight is always the same or something. Like, all right, whatever.
That's
too
right.
Technical.
That's right. It's all relative, right?
Yes.
Just having a little fun, Twitter.
Yeah.
Calm down. Right. So next up, we have Christian Debney with a really cool shot of like the Super Heavy booster, another angle of the engine gimbal test, and tags a bunch of cool accounts here, SpaceX accounts, all of which I jumped into and went ahead and gave a follow, added to the SpaceX list.
I looked at this and then I think one of the comments they said, and look how like each one of these could point so much in a different direction there. It's kind of wild. It's really so crazy. Is. But I think someone said that each one of these thrusters is the equivalent of roughly 5 times the engine thrust of a 787, 770, 777, which is the most
Oh my
powerful
God.
thrust plane jet. So 5 times each one.
Each one, there's like what, 30 or 29,
33
30?
or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. And not only that, the one they're putting on and the generation replacing this next year is like, at least 25-30% more powerful. Each
Wow.
one. So it's powerful rocket.
I think that's going to warrant a road trip to watch this thing launch.
I definitely
It's already going to be crowded, but
you gotta see it. You gotta see it.
yeah.
Originally I wanted a road trip to see the Falcons. And now they're off all the time. I think there's one launching. I think
today?
there's like one a week. Yeah, there's one today.
Yeah, I think there's one today taking up Starlink.
Want to go down there
Satellites.
and see that? Those are always out of right out of Florida. So
yeah, I think we'll actually get to a post about that.
Yeah.
Here next we have Squawk Box coming back to old Potus. Nobody's watching the State of the Union. Elon said in apparently an email to CNBC, the feud between Potus and Elon Musk shows no signs of cooling off. And we have the Squawk Box crew here with Becky Quick and Joe Kernan. So there's like an intro there, and then it sort of loosens up into some kind of informal banter between the three of them about like what is really going on here. Just sort of the same conversation we were just having. See, he's like, I just don't get it. But what
on Elon's side, like, why isn't the president?
Come on, the guy's a great innovator. He's a proponent of the US. He's working in the US. He's building jobs. He's building innovation in the US, and the president can't even acknowledge him. It's bizarre. It's really what it is.
It really is.
But one thing that caught my eye here was Rebecca Quick in the middle is not really participating much in the conversation and sort of says maybe doesn't like him. She's real kind of blankly staring as if like, I'm done talking about Elon Musk and actually I don't like him either. Which may be like the opinion of a lot of people, and
that's right.
Probably our wives to some extent.
Just yes,
over it.
Definitely.
But it makes me think about Elon fans and just his companies. The fans are very passionate about the mission and his story and him and what he supports, that it can border on almost like religious zeal or something, and I think that can turn off a substantial audience without even considering the facts or doing any research or history or even understanding the companies. I think just the fact that he's basically a celebrity now is going to turn off a significant portion of society.
Yes, I totally agree. And that's, I think that's the inevitable. There's no way around it. It's always going to happen once you're at that status, that there's going to be people who hate and people who like.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully tides change over time, but we'll see.
Maybe as more people are exposed to Tesla on their daily life, they might come over. Right now, it just seems like, honestly, it's an expensive car for some people, for a lot of people. And it just seems like it's not a product of the common person. It's more a luxury vehicle, and it's not luxury products. It's not realistic in everyone's day-to-day lives. No one's touching it in the same way that they might touch Amazon or touch other products.
But people also felt that way about the iPhone when it first came out. Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, you hear stories about like people not even wanting to show other people that they had it because it cost so much, right? And just didn't want to have that conversation. Mm-hmm. But price declines occur with economies of scale. And then next thing you know, there's just, when it's such a valuable and loved product that can unleash value from the user, there's really no stopping it.
That's right.
Right.
Well, good. So I'm going to jump on to Gail Alfar, frequent favorite of Elon's here, that he liked this post. That she just said she wrote about a Tesla supercharging. About Tesla supercharging this week, because I believe it will be a key factor in people switching to electric. What Tesla is doing is good for all people. It goes right along with what we were just talking about. That it is part, of course, she shows Tesla tequila as her symbol here in front of Congress, which is, or I don't know if that's Congress or Texas State House, but it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. You're right. I did not put much consideration into that picture.
I don't know why that choice of a picture, but I know you looked at the article a little. I didn't have a chance to, but she's giving a little support over how the Tesla supercharging is a little overlooked, and it's going to be a key factor down the line. Yeah,
just a short, real positive blog post, and we'll put the link in the description of the video below. But just talking about how Tesla's opening up superchargers to other vehicles and how that really supports their overall mission. And the mission is not just to sell vehicles and make money, that the mission is ultimately to transition the world or accelerate that transition to sustainable energy. And just has some thoughts of what she hopes are her future self looking back on this time, or maybe her next generation or their generation after that, looking back on this time and feeling like, wow, we're glad that we are where we are, as opposed to still burning fossil fuels to get around, and all the trouble that comes with that.
And I see that first comment there sort of goes in her, what she says a little going, and she probably is saying that this doesn't matter. Like this guy's saying, it's a great compromise if they don't want to build 600-mile battery cars. And everyone expects the length, but when you're looking back, I'm sure 20, 40 years from now, it'll be like the first cell phones where it only charged for a couple of hours. It's only going to get better. So the charge is at what it is now. It's definitely sufficient, several hundred miles. You can't go more than that on gas charge anyway. And they're having superchargers to charge it faster as a compromise. But eventually, the battery is going to last 3,000 miles or something. So, it's just going to get better and better over time. It's not, gasoline efficiency only can get so good. This is going to keep increasing.
Yep. I mean, I believe so. That's how, scientific evolution works and innovative technology works. But it seems like whenever you put this at Elon Musk or at Tesla, you are going to get negative comments of some sort or another.
It's the way of Twitter.
Yeah. For better or worse.
The most important article here.
Well, it looks like just a snapshot here, but I've seen some of the other ones over the past week or so. But these are spiral potatoes that are now the official food for SpaceX and Tesla, says Ali. I have never seen these before, like a week ago. I think it was related to the Chero Day festival down there in Texas, and SpaceX's involvement there. And I like this one. Yeah. Here's a picture of him enjoying some.
Yes. It looks happy about it, so it's good.
Yeah. This looks like something I need to try. They look pretty tasty, really.
When we go down to SpaceX, we'll try some.
Yeah. All right. And real quick, this is just from yesterday. This is one that he commented on yesterday about FSD and the visualizations. And
just a delayed like.
Yeah, delayed like. There you go. You can take this one.
So this one is Starship Gazers said, how freaking awesome is this? Live streaming and recording historic Starship construction at Starbase via solar-powered Starlink satellite internet. So that's like world within a world. They're recording the construction of a vehicle that will bring up more satellites to power the satellite you're using at the moment.
Yeah, great point, man. I never connected those dots there like that.
Yeah. But, so I read, this is very cool again. So apparently between these two, we have to go down there to just check out all the Tesla fanatics and vehicles and equipment around there, and spiral potatoes.
Yeah.
Those two. But I read recently a little fact. Known fact is right now they're deploying. I think Falcon's helping deploy 30 to 60 Starlinks per satellites per launch. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it was about like in the high 40s is what I was reading.
High
this morning.
40s. But once the super heavy starts going up, Starship, it's going to be deploying 400 at a time.
Wow.
So
10 times as many.
Things are going to radically change. I mean, I know it's just getting started and there's a lot of them out there, but the amount of stuff that's going to be brought up is just incredible.
Very. Yeah, but I just love this photo here with the solar panels down below, connected to the Starlink antenna, connected to the camera for live streaming. I mean, it's just like a beautiful time that we live in.
Yeah.
And think of what else this could be used for, not just communicating or watching a spaceship be built, but for other communications, even anyone. We talk about this YouTube channel being like anyone can be a newscaster these days. Anyone can create content. Anyone can create a channel, of
that's right,
entertainment or news or information or whatever it is. And this will take it to the next level where you can make it mobile, as opposed to having some like local news van with a giant antenna on top and all this equipment.
Yeah, you just have any electric vehicle or any vehicle that could have the battery last long enough to just have high speed, powerful internet anywhere. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I like how, Boca Chica, it's like, it's so in the middle of nowhere that like, it looks like just ragged weeds by the beach. You got the sandy road. Nothing's really developed. It's wild.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you have the most advanced Starship right down the road.
Yeah, definitely got to get down there. This one here from Real Life Lore. This was in reference to the video about why is Russia invading Ukraine that Elon commented and said, was a good summary yesterday. And but he had some slight criticism about it as well, or just comments about it. And Real Life Lore says, agreed, the video isn't long enough to cover everything. I made another video a while back called Why Russia is Shrinking Fast, that laser focuses on Russia's internal demographic catastrophe. And Elon liked that. But great video. We can throw it in the link as well, or we can throw the link into the details of the video here as well.
Yeah, I mean, I just one of the comment, like their demographics are shrinking fast, and what's happening now is going to make it shrink even faster, because unfortunately they're going to have a lot of their young generation are going to be injured or die. It's unfortunate. And also there's going to be I imagine an emigration level from Russia like hasn't been seen since the Soviet Union broke up 30 years ago. And and also the flight to Israel 20 years ago. So it's going to be accelerated shrinkage in Russia. Just wanted to put that in there.
Yeah, it seems that way. It's a very old school, some old school actions being taken right now that I do not think are translating to the youthful generation, particularly when you see the feedback on social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here again, related to Joe Biden's kind of ignoring Elon and Tesla. The feud between Elon and Potus isn't about Elon getting recognition. It's about the 90,000 plus employees and thousands more contractors who are getting snubbed by the president. Elon is defending his employees, who are some of the best talent the country has. So just
so they're Elon agreeing that it's not about him, it's about his employees.
Right. So again, back to, feels like he's on the defensive, and he's trying to defend himself as well as the near 100,000 employees that work at Tesla, let alone other organizations. Right.
You could take these because I haven't had a chance to catch
Yeah,
up, to be
okay.
honest. So
This is just a cool video. And Ray for Tesla, great Tesla Twitter community follow. One village in China literally turned a small village into a Tesla village. As the first Tesla owner in the village, he referred others to buy Tesla. Now the village has more than 30 Teslas. Villagers use Model Ys as extra hotel rooms for tourists, and business is thriving. So just some really cool visuals here of Teslas riding around China, I assume.
what would you do if you showed up and you check into the hotel and they're like, all right, here's your room. And it's
I'd be like, sweet. Can I get it on camping mode?
Yes. Where's the bathroom?
Yeah. I guess that's your bathroom right there outside.
Yes.
But I do love some of the camping mode visuals that
It's very
fans
cool.
put together. Yeah. And back to something we talked about yesterday. I'm curious to know, is this a sponsored video by Tesla, or like sponsored sort of marketing, or is it just fan made?
I don't know. It's very
Some
cool
of the
though.
best like fan made artwork out there.
Yeah, people are doing a good job promoting it. I like the fireplace and all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it, but it's that quality, but it's probably not.
Yeah, I mean, back to anyone can be a creator now. You can make
Yes.
a video like that. Well, some
Amazing.
of that stuff is really well done, like drone footage and stuff, but it's not that hard.
This also makes me wonder, like they're showing the Y as a camper, but there's probably going to be some wild retrofitting and some accessories you could put on the Cybertruck to make it a excellent camping vehicle.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of the illustrations that people have put out there, and it's just,
yeah. I mean, I wonder if there's companies starting that just dying, that they're just going to be a accessory supplier to that. I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's going to be a huge business.
Very huge. All right. Next here we have Credit Bots, who has a picture of a hole drilled on Mars. And it's literally a hole drilled into the ground, and some space dust, I'd say. And Elon liked that. Now, if you follow this Reddit link here and then go into the comments, you can find a little bit more detail about what's going on here. And I'll put the link in the comments, or in the details of the video below. But I'll just summarize here. It says it's about 24 holes that were drilled by Curiosity, which is a rover there, to collect sediment samples in the Gale crater through the course of 9 years. So it's been doing this since 2013 or so.
Wow. So it's ongoing. It's just amazing that we can do that remotely for that long.
Yeah, it's I think it's looking for certain chemicals, certain chemical makeups, just carbon, etc. So here we have a couple of articles about a launch that's scheduled for today. It's actually taking place, I think, right now, close to it, of Falcon 9 launch with more Starlink satellites going up to low Earth orbit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, Falcon they have a series of Falcon launches over the last couple of weeks, going into next week, for satellites. Yes, they're mostly. I think there's one other launch in there, but I think 3 of them are satellite related. And I think all of them are out of Florida.
They are, yeah.
Cape Canaveral.
But always great to watch. So I'm sure we'll see some posts throughout the day today of how successful it was, and just some video and all that. It's always fun to watch those.
Wow.
And then this last one, man, I'll let you take this, because this is
so Massimo, always interesting posts. So the once ignored their mutual catastrophic gravitational effects. If the moon was in the same distance as the space station, at the same distance, what would it look like? So this is what the moon would look like if it was right next to Earth. All right.
Yeah.
ignoring the gravity, but that would be quite a show every night if the moon came up like that every morning, every night. This
Yeah. I
monster.
mean, when I first saw this, I thought, oh my God, this is like some nuclear bomb.
Yeah,
Like,
and it probably would be this speed as well because it's right there.
yeah.
That's kind of freaky.
Very
But yes,
freaky.
this would be
Yeah, it's pretty
impossible.
cool.
Yes.
But so is he just saying like once we ignore the catastrophic gravitational effects,
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
what it would actually look like?
Yeah. If the moon
Yeah.
was just gas or something, I don't know. It's interesting. This would be
Yeah,
impossible,
pretty
but it's
cool.
pretty cool. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, Massimo is always good for some good visuals
Yes.
and
Yes.
thought-provoking material. So, all right, well, that's it for today, March 3rd. I'll wrap up another session with us here on What Elon Said. And if you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thanks. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.